Well, yesterday, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser and leaders with the Washington Commanders had a chance to make their case for approving the $3.7 billion deal that would bring the football team back to the district. The council first heard from the president of the Washington Commanders. As for Mayor Bowser, she described the deal as, quote, BFD, which stands for Big Effing Deal, in addition to it being an economic driver for D.C. My next guest witnessed it all unfold right before his very eyes. Why? Because he happened to be there. I'm referring to none other than Tailgate Ted, who joins us live from Commanders training camp right here on a Feel Good Thursday. Always good to see you, Ted.
Likewise, Guy. Thanks for having me on.
All right, so it's the big story right here in the nation's capital. Are the council members going to vote yay or are they going to vote nay? I stood right here 7 days ago, Tailgate Ted, and saw you introduce Mayor Bowser and talk about the big chance for the Washington Commanders to come right back here to the nation's capital. You see yourself right there, everybody all giddy, everybody all smiles. It appeared to be a done deal. However, hold up, wait a minute. Apparently, that may not be the case. We now know that several council members will actually vote no with regard to the stadium. What was your take from yesterday?
So one of my takes, Guy, is next time bring snacks if I go to a council hearing, because it went all day long. But the big thing is there are a lot of council members that are trying to fight for their constituents, and I cannot blame them for that. But I feel that some of it is just, it's talk. Really, there was a counterpoint with Robert White that was talking about trying to preserve property taxes for DC residents in that Kingsman Park area. The mayor came back and said there's already a cap for senior citizens' property tax increases. So a lot of things that they're bringing up, there's already statutes in place to protect those individuals that they're dictating need to be protected. So it's frustrating from an outsider's perspective that doesn't understand DC politics 100% because it's not my day-to-day. But I do have faith that the mayor and the commanders are doing what they need to do on their end to really give the city what they need to get this to be passed.
Yeah, well, it's no secret the first vote takes place tomorrow. All eyes are going to be on the city council. You heard me make mention that when you just made mention of Councilmember Robert White, he is a frequent guest right here on this show. I believe as of right now, he is going to vote no in favor of a RFK or a stadium returning to the RFK site. I'm curious, how do you think overall, Tailgate Ted, this is going to, well, let's say, end?
So I feel that we're going to get a yes vote from at least 8 council members tomorrow. And I'm pleading with everybody at this point, find my social media. I've got all the council members that are either a no or undecided, contact information there. Reach out to them. Even if you're not a DC resident, reach out to them and let them know that this needs to happen. But there's also a second vote that's not set to happen until September 17th. Everything can be adjusted between the first vote and the second vote. So I do feel that a majority of the council wants this to get to that second vote so they can continue to work with the commanders, work with the mayor's office to get the small little details that they want to get pushed through. But this first vote, it's going to be close.
Yeah, and to your point yet again, kudos going out to all the council members that are really fighting for their constituents. That's a very good point that you brought up. One of the other things as we wrap up, Ted, that you made mention of is your fear of this, in essence, falling back into federal lawmakers' hands. And I know you have been very vocal about that, to which they have the power in order to say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and take this over and do what we want to do.
They definitely do, Guy. And it's a concern that I have. It's a concern a lot of DC residents have and just fans of this team have. The second vote, if we do get to that, isn't set to happen until September 17th. Once that happens, and let's just say it gets approved, then it goes to the mayor and then it goes to Congress. If we can get this second vote to happen before September 15th, frankly, before September 1st, when Congress comes back from recess, it can just go through. The odds of Congress coming back from recess to potentially stop this would be pretty small. Not saying that they wouldn't, but it'd be pretty small. So why tempt fate? Let's get this thing done. It's what's best for the city, and it's what's best for the team.
Yeah, I couldn't put it any better. Fingers crossed. Before I let you go, I got about 30 seconds. Terry McLaurin yet to actually make it official. You're at, let's say, Commanders training camp. Any word? You seen anything? You want to say anything about it?
Nothing on Terry yet. I do hear that they're pretty far off on numbers. I'm hoping that they can get something done, but we're not even to the first preseason game. So fans out there that are worried, give it some time. Adam Peters, we've got some adults in the room. Terry's got his leadership there that's trying to guide him in this. There's two sides to every story, so don't believe everything you hear.
All right, give it some time. Tailgate Ted, you always have our time. Thank you so much for joining us right here on the Live Zone. Always good to see you, my friend.
You too, Guy. Take care.